Now we're on.
Now we are on.
Let's start there.
I've literally just do what I do in all of my life. Mm-hmm. Speak like no one's listening.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
They're not really. No.
How are you?
I'm all right. You're all right there?
I'm all right.
Good.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
It's
done your hair.
Thursday.
You cut your husband's hair. I may say you did an amazing job.
Cut my hair. I cut my daughter's hair as well.
You cut your own hair?
I haven't got my own hair yet. No, I'm not going to cut my own hair.
Okay.
But I'm very... Do you know, hairdressing, just don't go. Let me do it. It's so easy.
You've done some amazing work there.
Like, did you see Lenny's hair?
Yeah. I saw a picture on Facebook.
Looks so good. Like, it actually looks better than when she went to the hairdressers.
Amazing.
I'm literally going to a hairdresser.
Well
like,
done.
I don't understand. Give me a pair of scissors.
Yeah, you're well away.
Yeah, but long hair, short hair, I can't do long hair.
No.
I didn't think I could blend. I'm a blending queen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blender.
Yeah.
We need to make a couple of apologies for last week's podcast.
Do we?
Yeah. Right. The first thing was, we talked about...
Sorry, it was shit. Is that what we're saying?
That's just a given.
Yes.
Every week. We apologise for last week's.
Yes.
We did a bit about over-the-shoulder clapping, and we bemoaned that you don't see it anymore. It's an 80s thing. Think of Wham, over-the-shoulder clapping. Anyway, but there's a section...
This is mine.
I bought you a Diet Coke. Yeah, that's yours.
Thank you.
There's a section in it where it did sound very dodgy, and I just thought if someone just tuned in for that bit, because it was basically the sound of clapping, and then us going like, "Yeah, that's it. Come on, yeah," and I just thought if someone just wandered past whilst you were listening to the podcast at that point, I would like to apologise.
What were we encouraging each other to do?
So sorry.
Good Lord, I love it.
And also, you need to make an apology because you said, and I didn't pick up on it for some reason at the time. I was being lenient on you. You said, I was talking about when I swore on Suffolk Radio, and you said, yeah, I lolled. You said I lolled. I'm sorry. What is this, loose women? You can't say lol.
I know.
I mean, you shouldn't write it either, but God knows you shouldn't say it.
I think I should just walk away and hold my head in shame.
The worst thing is when people don't laugh. They just go, lol.
Yeah.
Lol.
I know.
Well, either laugh out loud or don't. Don't say lol.
I am absolutely livid with myself.
Yeah, you should be. Frankly.
I deserve some lashings.
Yes. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Come on.
Don't Laugh But can cause extreme laughter and ponderments, though it's important to note that many episodes are asymptomatic.
My mum absolutely loved your Roger Moore impression.
Did she? Did she?
I'm going to start practicing some voices. Did you know there's around, I want to say, I can't remember now, but I think the numbers are something like there's around 25,000. Between 25,000 and 45,000 podcasts out there, something like that.
Really? Wow.
So if anyone is listening to this,
chosen this one, thank you.
Thank you, but really?
Yeah, there's a lot of others out there, people.
They will be better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho, what's on my mind is what you're asking, isn't it?
WOM. What's on my mind? WOM.
Well, what's on my mind is oral hygiene.
Okay. Oral.
Why is it not called mouthful?
Mouthful. Because the word is oral.
Yeah, the word is oral.
Oral means of the mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah, but why? Why
does any word mean anything, really?
I think it's.
when it's talking about your nose, olfactory. Where does that come from?
No, it doesn't.
Olfactory?
No, it's nasal.
Yeah, I know, but also your olfactory senses is your smelling.
Olfactory.
O-L, and then factory, but one word. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Olfactory.
Oh,
what is that?
So you're not going to go with mouthful, though?
Mouthful. It's not a nice word.
No, it's oral.
Mouthful. Oral's not a nice word either.
So basically oral is on my mind.
Okay.
Cats are on my mind.
Cats,
mate.
Cats. What's your beef with cats?
Well, I have no beef.
Okay.
I didn't know this. There is a cat at number 10. Did you know that?
Yeah. Can't remember what it's called. But
he's a chief mouser. Chief mouser.
Chief mouser.
It's called Larry.
Oh, it's Larry, is it?
Larry.
Yeah, I love that. Larry, obviously, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how special he is.
No, he doesn't. But
and then you just see him waiting outside the door for number 10. Yeah. Like some policeman will just let him in.
He only went and celebrated his 10 years anniversary in February and we missed it.
Did he?
Been there 10 years.
Oh.
He's got 45,000 followers on Twitter.
I thought you could say children. He's got 45,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
What are those people thinking?
Well, really, he should have more. Come on. He's a cat that can type. I mean,
That's true. That's pretty miraculous.
Yeah, and also, I learned this week, which has kind of blown my mind,
Has it?
Madame Tussauds was a real person.
Yes.
Oh, don't tell me you knew that.
Well, why on earth would it be called Madame Tussauds if it wasn't a real person?
never
That would be a
thought-
strange thing to do.
I have never thought it. I just remember going there as a child and running to Mr. T.
Really?
That's all I wanted to say. I'm so excited.
I remember going there as a kid and being massively disturbed by they used to have the Chamber of Horrors downstairs, which is all like the hangings.
London Dungeons.
Yeah, no, that's a different place. But they also have the Chamber of Horrors at Madame Tussauds.
Oh, they do.
Madame Tussauds. If you will.
Tussauds.
Madame Tussauds. I'm giving the proper French. Madame Tussauds, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, that disturbed me. But also, I went there in recent years with the kids. It's shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone pays. It's an exorbitant amount of money.
The queue is always so long.
And it's just because you think there must be something more to. No, it's just models of people. I mean, I know that's not an
made
obvious
out of wax.
statement, but,
Yeah.
like, why?
You are just
why?
seeing, you're literally seeing a human candle, is what you're seeing.
It's very strange.
It is incredible. I know, but I used to love going as a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it, mate.
Tell
Loved
you
it.
what's been on my mind.
Did you know she was called though, Madame Tussauds?
Well, yeah.
Her name was, I can't find it. She was called something though.
She was called Madame Tussauds.
Well, that's like calling her Mrs. Tussauds, isn't it?
Okay, what was her first name?
She had a real name.
Maureen?
Lisa Tussauds. She was called Marie.
Of course she was.
Madame Marie Tussauds. And her son, like, he took over her skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of making human candles. I think you didn't give that the gravitas it needed.
It's like human candles.
Yeah.
Well done, Kirst.
And then gave it to the son, and then someone else bought it, and now
So why did she start making humans out of wax? She's just bored one day. Do you know what I'm going to do?
she was an artist, mate.
I'll make a human candle.
She was an artist.
An artiste,
Yeah.
if you will.
In France.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Madame Tussauds.
Are we done with that?
I give you.
I'll tell you what's been this week. What's been on my mind.
What's on my mind?
What's on my mind? Just
If you had the bee, it would be
womb. No.
I mean, why womb has a bee in it anyway? I don't know.
No.
Oh,
I know.
my dog
Who
was
put that in
chasing
there?
a bee.
Really? The bee in womb?
There's a bee just flying on. Yeah, honestly, he was just chasing. It's really awkward with my dog. You know when you take your bra off at night?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Do I take my bra off at night?
Yeah, like
I tend to, yeah.
you know,
I tend to.
But when you're watching television, you're not going to sit and watch it in your bra, are you?
No.
You're gonna
Oh, yeah, in the evening, you mean?
Yeah.
I thought you meant when you go to bed. Like,
Well-
obviously, I don't sleep in my bra.
My husband's first wife didn't.
What, didn't take her bra off?
Nope.
I mean, begs more questions than it answers, really.
I'm not even sure
Let's put that to one
why
side.
it's relevant. But anyway, every night my dog tries to nestle in my t-shirt. He climbs in my t-shirt.
Oh, and you're not wearing a bra.
Oh, it's awkward.
That's nasty,
It's
Kirst.
awkward. I know. It's only a puppy.
I'll tell you what was on my mind, if I may
You may.
get a word in edgewise. It's edgewise, not edgeways, isn't it?
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Why? Is, you know, you've reached a certain age.
Me?
No, one. You know one has reached. One knows that one has reached a certain age.
Yeah.
When one injures oneself, I'm going to stop saying one now. Can you just get that? I'm talking about people generally.
Uh-huh.
You know you've reached a certain age when...
You've injured yourself.
You injure yourself in bed whilst asleep.
Oh.
That's something you can't even conceive of when you're younger.
Oh, no.
And what I did this week is I just turned over, right?
Pulled you back.
No, one knee attacked the other knee.
Oh.
I just went over, one knee just went flop. You know, is it Sarah Milligan who talks about when you turn over at a certain age, one
your
boob
boobies.
goes, then a
Yeah.
second later, the other one. But it was like that with my knees. One knee basically attacked the other knee.
Oh.
And I thought I'd broken my leg.
Oh.
I couldn't move my leg.
Oh.
But injuring yourself in your sleep, you don't get that when you're younger than 30.
No, you don't, do you?
What's that about?
Don't know. These are the things that we have to live with as we get older.
I know. It's tragic. It's what it
so
is.
What would you call that? Like a...
Somnolent injury.
Somnolent.
Yeah.
I was thinking more the knee injury itself. Like a boob clapping would be a...
It'd be a boob clap.
Or a blap.
A blap.
Like a...
Blap. Boob clap. A blap.
Yeah.
Soft and nasty
or
blap.
Tat, if it was...
Yeah. Can I just tell the listeners that we are making that noise with our hands, not our boobs, just in case that wasn't clear.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
Righty. So there we go. That's good. You hurt yourself. That's Englishly.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's depressing.
You're
not even safe in your own bed. I had an overheard this week.
No.
I know. That's been a rare little gem that we've not been, because we don't see people, obviously.
I've got an awkward corner as well.
Have you?
Yeah, watch
we're doing it old school. It was a very, very short overheard. Obviously, it was at Little Tesco's. We're just going into there. And it was just one bloke over one side of the road, clearly in the middle of an argument with his partner. Okay. And she just ended it from one side of the road to the other. She just shouted, "No, I was talking about sausages!" And it clearly won the argument because he had no retort to that whatsoever and just stormed off. "No, I was talking about sausages."
I wonder how that started.
I know. Hell of an argument.
Oh, that really is. I'm thinking, did it begin with aubergines and ended? I mean,
I don't know.
The places that started.
Well, the places it's taken my mind, you know.
Oh, talking about. And did she go into Tesco's?
Yeah, she stormed into Tesco's.
Did you buy sausages?
I should have checked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good story though.
Well, it's not, but it's an overheard. I've not had one of them in a while.
No.
Yeah.
My awkward corners, I went to. I love to go on a long walk.
That is fascinating. Yes, that's amazing.
I like to call it extreme walking.
No, I mean, it's not extreme, is it? You're going up a mountain? No.
But I like to call it extreme walking.
Okay.
In Brandon Country Park.
Lovely.
And I'm standing there going to the toilet, and you have to go in one at a time in the toilet.
You're supposed to where? You normally go in the urinals.
I mean, in the...
This is unusual, a one at a time toilet.
No, I mean in the... at the whole toilet area, not just the cubicle.
Okay, yeah, I got you. That's fair enough.
COVID related, obviously.
COVID related.
And I'm standing in there waiting for the toilet, and I had my hat, my sunglasses, and I was quite wrapped up because it was quite chilly but bright at the same time. And I was thinking, I quite look quite good like this. And then a little girl just stood there going, "Mummy, look at that woman. She looks very funny." Right?
About you?
About me. And then, but she didn't stop there. She goes, "Yeah, Mum went, yes."
Was the mum getting a little bit trying to shuffle her away? Shh.
But she had quite a long wait. The girl said it about 35 times.
No, really, Mummy, look.
She looks so funny. I just
look at the crazy woman, Mummy. Was she quite close to you?
Yeah. It was.
The mum knew.
The mum knew that I knew, and it was just.
Wow, no.
So I was just sort of smiling at her, and in my head I was going, "Oh." I was saying expletives
in
my head.
Yes, I can imagine.
It made me chuckle, but I was like, "Oh, that is awkward, though, isn't it?" Like when you
did you go into the toilet before them?
No.
Because I was going to say, did you just not flush the toilet or something? Just get your own back?
No, just stood there. I had to take it as well, because what can you say to a child?
Well, I could say a few things.
I took it. It was funny. It made me smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my awkward moment. I did feel for the mother because, she could see her going, really? You could see she wanted to smack her around the head. Obviously, can't do that in public. But it just, it was... I
remember getting money out when Toby was about 2 or... When do they start reading their first letters? I can't even remember now. Was that 4? 3? Something like that. Anyway, he just learnt to, some letters. And I was getting money out. There was a big queue behind us. Hole in the wall. And then I'm getting...
Or an ATM.
If we're in America, which we're not. So I was getting some money out. And then little Toby, starts reading from somewhere. He starts going, "Cur? I'm like, yeah, okay, just get the money out. I'm like, and I'm desperately looking around like, is there graffiti? And then he's like, all right, okay, let's just move on. I still don't know. I don't know where he was reading that, but he was going down a dark path there. And you're just a big queue of people.
That's awkward.
Because he was going to sound it out.
My name is still on a wall somewhere. I won't say where.
Why?
Because I graffitied it.
Did you?
In marker pen. And it's in an alleyway.
Just a couple of weeks ago? Or?
Just like that. And my name is still there since I was a child.
Really? You just wrote your name?
Near little Tesco's.
Just your name, nothing else?
I think I put an X underneath.
I don't understand.
I got in trouble at school for graffitiing with lipstick. And I was like, well, how do you know it's me? Because I wrote my name.
Because you wrote your name, you absolute idiot.
I've always done that.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to tag things. I need a tag name.
Oh, dear.
K-Smart, something like that.
K-Smart. Wow. Do you know, I was walking the other day and Toby said, he said, do you know, Mum, that over half the population don't know what a glue stick is?
Huh.
I was like, huh? Yeah, like you, like, huh? And then he went, nah, I just made it up. I mean, why? I was getting excited about the glue stick fact, so I thought I'd bring it anyway. Do you know over half the population, Kirst, don't know what a glue stick is?
Really?
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that sad? Can you imagine? Imagine that.
I mean, it's a
Never, ever knowing what a glue stick is.
It's a life half lived.
Isn't it? I've got some DLB news items. Well, although this also fits under Woman of Wonder, which I know is one of your segments, but if you don't mind me stealing that from you.
Take it.
My Woman of Wonder is Wisdom. Her name is Wisdom, and she's an albatross. And she is the oldest living bird in recorded history. Wild bird. You get older birds in captivity. But she's 70 and she's just given birth. So she's the oldest bird anyway, but also she's just given birth to another chick.
At 70 years
At 70. She has outlived many partners over the years because albatrosses,
Albatri.
Yeah. They mate for life, but obviously she's then outlived a lot of them.
70 years old.
70 years. She's had over 30 chicks. And imagine that. She must just not really give a monkeys about them anymore. Because you know when you have your first kid and you're all like taking photos and sterilising everything, and the second kid, you don't take any photo and it's just like, oh, he's licking the floor again. Yeah. It doesn't matter. No. 70th? Wow. That kid's on their own. Anyway, they mate for life.
Right.
Albatrosses, albatrossi, albatri. Which sounds really sweet. No, they're very progressive. It's an open relationship.
Is it?
It's an open relationship. So they're very much mated for life. They bring up the chicks together.
Right.
You know, and they share, getting the food and all that kind of stuff. But one study found that one female had relations with 49 partners over a 7-week period. I mean, that's pretty good going.
40. She had relations.
She had sexual relations.
With 49 people in how many weeks?
In 7 weeks. So good going.
Well, you know, I can't do public maths, but that is a lot.
That's a lot of extramarital relations. And they find their partners at dance parties. They call them dance parties. And one seabird researcher said, each step in the dance is combined usually with a call or chuckle. So you imagine them dancing away, but each step you go, hey, ooh. And if the other bird likes what you're doing with you move and you chuckle, then you've got your partner.
Wow.
And she said, and there's one particular step when both birds point their bills to the sky, stare at each other eye to eye, and moo like a cow.
Wow.
And who hasn't done that on the dance floor, Kirst? To find a partner. I know I have.
I mean, I was the one sitting on the edge of the disco. Maybe if I had moved.
Yeah, look him in the eye.
Like a cow.
Head up to the ceiling. That would have worked.
A bird can moo.
Yeah, moves like a cow. Only when it's wooing.
An albatross.
It moves to woo.
And I'm not going to lie, I thought they were extinct before you started this story.
No, that's dodos, darling. Albatrosses. They've got their biggest wingspan. Their wings are 11 foot.
11 foot?
Yeah.
And she lived till 70 and had
She's still alive. Yeah, shut it a week ago.
Is she live in captivity?
No, that's what I said. She's the oldest wild bird. So they keep track of her. But no, she's in the wild. She's done this all on her own, mate.
And what is the average age of an albatross to live?
I I would say normally about 30 to 40 years.
And this one has lived
70. Just had another child.
She is very clearly good at mooing.
Oh, exactly. Right.
And a dancey chuckle.
Mooing and wooing. Also, they often have same-sex relationships, but only lesbian relationships, because they want to have a chick. So they could quite happily partner with another woman.
Right.
With another female bird. And because they're all off shagging other birds anyway, with their 49 partners every 7 weeks, they just don't really, they're not bothered that they're both female because they're having chicks anyway.
Do the men have relationships?
No, because they're not going to have chicks, you see.
Oh.
So they don't, but there's more females than males. So they just hook up.
So sometimes women go, well.
It's very progressive. Open relationship.
The albatrosses are showing us the way to go, aren't
Dance
they?
parties, mooing at the ceiling.
I think we could set up a...
I want to come back as an albatross now.
Yeah, let's set up a dating agency.
Although 70 kids.
I know. I mean, that does go against the name of wisdom.
Yeah, yes it does.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But, where Rebecca Elliott and Kirsty Hudson take you to the very epicenter of the random and only occasionally relevant.
There was a woman talking about women of wonder. Mm-hmm. The woman of wonder this week is just a small little bit. There's a woman. There's a journalist called Sarah Hagee. So let me tell you about my mate Sarah Hagee. She's not my mate, but I'd like to be a mate. She had a line. She's a journalist, a Canadian journalist. Okay. And one of her lines she wrote was, "Lord, give me the confidence of a mediocre white man." And it became like memes, and it went on like bags. Brilliant. And I just thought that is like the most perfect.
Yes, perfect it is.
Line. And I just thought when you're feeling low, when you're feeling a bit like that, just go, get rid of self-doubt. Think of those.
Yeah.
The world
full
is
of confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Doubt in their brains that they are the best thing around.
So I love her, and we need to hear more from her. She writes for The Guardian. She writes all different articles. But I thought that was cool. And I've got a bit of news for you as well. In Taiwan.
Yes.
The good people of Taiwan.
And they are good people.
They are. The Taiwanese are known for their goodness. Oh, yeah. They went to... so there's this restaurant that started offering, like, unlimited buffet if you have the name salmon in your name, you know. And
they offered unlimited...
An unlimited buffet in their restaurant. Okay. For up to 5 friends, something like that.
If you've got the
if you have the name salmon.
If you've got the name salmon.
The Department of Name Changing, because that's what it's called, had so many people going.
Changing their name.
I want to say like 135 people applied to change their name to salmon.
Just to get the offer.
Just to go and get the buffet. I thought that was genius.
Wow.
Yeah, they did. And I want to say
that's commitment to thrift, isn't it?
I know. But I think you can change your name up to 3 times in Taiwan.
Can you? Well, so they could just change it for the week.
Change it back.
Go and have the offer.
Yeah.
Change it back again.
Take your 5 friends. Isn't that awesome?
Wow. So there's a lot of people called Mr. and Mrs. Salmon.
Well, because it was obviously like not salmon, but that's how it would be translated. It would be in Taiwan.
Do you know what the Taiwanese for salmon is?
Any customer whose ID contained, I want to say GUI YU for our Taiwanese listeners.
GU what?
GUI.
Yeah.
YU.
Okay.
If your name had that, the Chinese characters for salmon, you'd be entitled to an all-you-can-eat sushi meal along with 5 friends. Now, I would change my name to salmon for that.
For that?
Okay. I wouldn't even take my 5 friends. I would have their share as well.
Mm-hmm. Would you change your name to Whopper to get a Burger King offer?
Or there's more to the story. Sorry.
Oh, go on.
So, a local media ran interviews with people who had taken the advantage of the promotion, and one said, "I've just changed my name this morning to add the characters Bao Cheng Ju Yi." I imagine that's how we say those names. Oh,
definitely.
And they were so proud of this. We have already ate more than 7,000 Taiwanese money. And that is £176.
They've spent 176. Oh, they've got for free. They've got £176 worth of food.
Yeah.
And all they had to do
was go change their name.
Was change their actual name. It's quite extreme, isn't it?
Yeah, and what is beautiful about Ma's, roughly translated, Ma's name means explosively good-looking salmon. I mean, who?
What, the whole name of that person?
The whole name.
Means explosively good-looking salmon. Wow. I've got a little crevice of curiosity that I might just shoehorn in here.
Mate.
So I came across a fact about in 882 AD. Louis III of France, and this is kind of like the Darwin Award for king. You know the Darwin Award, people who killed themselves stupidly.
Yeah.
Well, Louis III of France, he mounted his horse in pursuit of a girl who was running away from him. So he's trying to court this girl. Doesn't want anything to do with him. She's running away. He mounted his horse, chased her, right? Went into the house.
On said horse.
Wow. And hit his head on the lintel above the door, fractured his head and died. But the weird thing is, he's not the only French king to have killed himself by hitting his head on a lintel. So, Charles VIII fractured his head on the lintel of a door whilst on his way out to watch a tennis match.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Do you think they had low lintels?
They must have done. Or just stupid.
Wow.
And then,
I like the fact that you said that's the weird part of the story is the more people died. The weird part of the story is he rode into a house on a horse.
Well, he did. Yeah. He really wanted that girl. And then there's a few other kings who have had stupid deaths as well. Well, actually, there's loads that have eaten themselves silly with one meal and then
King
died.
Henry.
Yeah, there's loads of fallen off a horse, including one king of Ireland, I want to say, whose horse tripped over a molehill. And he fell off and died, but that's quite a pathetic death, isn't it?
That is.
I mean, I won't make a mountain out of it, but...
I'm so going to just go back. Well done.
Attila the Hun died of a nosebleed on his wedding night. It's quite pathetic for Attila the Hun. George II burst a blood vessel in his brain whilst doing a poo.
Oh.
Yeah. And just lastly, Pyrrhus of Epirus, Greece, said he fought a soldier in Argos. Now, there's questions already, because I don't think you're allowed to fight in Argos. I think it was the place. He fought a soldier in Argos. The soldier's mum... so he's fighting this soldier, but then the soldier's mum throws a roof tile at his head, king's head, killed him.
No way.
Big up to the mum there. Not fighting my kid. Take this.
There is actually a place called Argos.
Yeah, they were fighting in Argos. I think he just went in to order a toaster or something.
Oh, I've never liked an Argos.
Wow. No, who has? Who has? Although you do get free pencils. I take them. Although they're little pens. I'm thinking of IKEA. IKEA, that's where you want to go for your pencils.
You are thinking of that.
If you want a pen, nip to Argos.
Okay, but I'm going to have to find out where Argos is.
It's in Greece, mate. I told you that.
Oh, it's in Greece.
It's in Greece. Yeah.
But why would a store that just hides all its goods name himself after a place in Greece?
I don't know. Shall we do the little book thing that we were going to do?
We need to have a good jingle for Don't Laugh Book. Don't sing it.
Don't Laugh Book. Don't sing it.
No, man.
It's harsh.
I think I'm a bit disappointed about my lack of voice range in our podcast. You have lots of voices that you bring to the party. Next week, I'm just going to have so many you won't know who I am. Mm-hmm. You'll be like, where's Kirsty? Because you'll be so confused.
You've got to work on your accents.
I'm just going to have so many. I mean, you know I can do Darren.
Darren. This week was St. Patrick's Day, of course.
Yes, today is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it's today, is it? I thought it was yesterday.
Well, it's today.
well, it's today. All right.
Well, it's today now, Thursday. But obviously today is actually Friday.
Oh, because, yes, I see what you're saying.
But today's Patrick's Day.
But I have been working on it, and... Right, hang on. I find that if I relax my voice and go quite low and slow, I can kind of do an Irish accent. I mean, it's not great, but it's all right. It's all right? It's okay.
That is really impressive. Now I'm even more jealous.
I've been working on that for you. How do you like it?
Oh, my God. So
if I like it, I mean hate yourself a bit more.
Absolutely. So in your crevice, there's nothing?
Yeah, my crevice, I talked about the kings.
Oh.
We had the king's death. That was my crevice of curiosity.
Oh, I thought... okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're not happy with that? Well, it wasn't freaking Woman of Wonder, was it? It was kings killing themselves.
It's a good crevice, mate.
Thanks.
It's
a very good, clean crevice that I brought to you this week.
Got lots to talk about now. Come on.
We're going to do Don't Laugh Book.
Don't Laugh Book.
So, firstly, you chose the book.
I did.
And then I only bought it last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realise how big it would be, Kirst. It's been like having homework.
I like a big book.
It's huge. I don't like a big book.
No.
It's 470 pages.
470?
Yes.
How many pages are the books that you write then?
Less than that. I do picture books. What is it, 12?
No, but when you do your proper books.
Yeah, I know, but no, they're not about half that.
Are they? Is that...
It's a big book.
Lisa likes to write, clearly.
She does.
Anyway,
I thought, so the making of us, I thought, and we won't blither on too long, but basically I thought it's a good book, it's well written. It's got poignant moments, Kirst. But there's several things, and I don't think you'll be surprised to hear, that piss me off about it.
What? I mean, Picture Drop is quite strong.
Everyone, and I mean everyone in the book, is beautifully good looking. And that just started to annoy the heck out of me.
Well, that's because they're all related.
No, but they're not all related. All the characters and all their partners and everyone in there is always described as utterly gorgeous with cheekbones you could crack an egg on.
Oh, I don't know. Really?
Yes! And it's starting to get really annoying.
Right.
Because if you're watching a Hollywood film, you expect everyone to be good looking, and we're all sort of, it's boring, but we're used to that. But when you read a book, I like to identify with the characters, and I'm not beautifully good looking, Kirst. I'm okay with that. But I can't identify with someone just, and like the Essex sort of princess girl in it, just spoilt brat.
Right.
Who is just so stunningly gorgeous. Because the point is that this is 3 siblings, we should explain, who have all been, their father was a sperm donor, and they all sort of contact each other. So she knew that her father was a sperm donor, and so she goes on about how she's so much more beautiful than the rest of her family, and she feels like she's a bit better than them. We're supposed to identify and like this character.
Well, she wasn't. The brother was my favourite character.
Yeah, me too.
He was
all right.
He was mine. What I felt about the book, that it was like all of the 3 characters, the 2 sisters and the brother, came together and made one person.
Do you think? I think they made one very good-looking vacuous person that I wasn't that keen on.
I don't know. You didn't.
So for people who haven't read it, and it is worth reading, it's beautifully written. She's very good at writing. It's a quick read, even with how fat it was. I did read it in 3 days, which for me is phenomenal.
Does reading
phenomenal work from myself.
She does write well.
Yes, well done. Really insightful comments there. Anyway, so these 3 siblings who obviously don't know each other, some of them don't even know that they were created by a sperm donor, and then they all find out, and they've all got big things happening. I didn't like the amount of coincidence you see here, that they all wanted to contact each other at the same time, and their dad suddenly wanted to contact them at the same time, and the whole family wanted to contact each other at the same time.
But they were all at very different points in their lives.
But it was a lot of coincidence. I don't like a lot of coincidence.
It did make you wonder.
I'm not happy with coincidence and good-looking people.
It did make you wonder, didn't it, though? How, like, many people are married to their brothers or sisters.
No, it didn't make me wonder that.
Well, that could happen.
The likelihood of that happening is infinitesimal.
How is it infinitesimal?
I think I said that word wrong. Is that right? Yeah. Also, they all looked exactly like each other. Well, what siblings do you know look exactly like each other?
I look quite a lot like my sisters.
Not like exactly. No, not really.
No.
Kinda.
Yeah. I think I do.
I liked the book. I like what it said about family and all that, but it was a little bit soap opera-y.
I think, but that's what I like about it. It's just so easy to read.
Yeah,
that's all I liked. I don't want to think about things.
And next week we're going to read My First ABC, because that's really easy to read.
When I'm reading, mate, I don't want to be challenged.
No, okay. Like that's fair.
Like my husband reads books about the Nazis and books about the war, obviously.
Is it really just the war and the Nazis? Wow.
That's all he wants to think about, war and Nazis. And I just like to read, because this would be seen as chick flick.
Chick lit.
Chick.
Yeah, I hate that phrase. I detest that phrase.
This would be seen as chick lit.
Chick lit.
I'm trying my range of voices.
Isn't that the most detestable phrase? Anything to put the word chick at the beginning.
Exactly.
And then it just belittles
it.
Because it's less important.
Obviously, you can give me, but I think she's a quality writer, Lisa Jewell.
She was a quality writer. It's a quality book.
She started out with Ralph's Party, which is very like.
Started out with what?
Ralph's Party.
Ralph's Party.
Okay. But actually now her books have got quite mysterious. And like, I read one of her books recently in 3 days, mate.
Just said I read that in 3 days. You gave me nothing for that. I did like that Beresford Evans is mentioned in the book.
Now, because I knew that it was, and you kept saying to me that it is.
It is.
A man is sitting alone in a hospice.
Yes,
in
so
Bury
their
St
dad,
Edmunds.
who had donated his seed
Right, can we...
all those years ago,
Yeah.
is then dying in a hospice in Bury St Edmunds.
I think you've poo-pooed my idea of the like sister and brother marrying too easily.
No, you're right. It could happen. You're right.
Because if you think they're gonna give their seed, as you so disgustingly put it,
said.
in where they live, right? And if they did that, say in Bury St Edmunds,
Yeah.
we're only a population of about 42,000 people.
There's only so much seed to go around.
There's only so much seed to take, and only so many takers of said seed. So, like, imagine like you're in Bury, and like we are attracted to, like, you know, obviously I don't struggle with the beauty thing,
Yeah.
as much as you do.
Because you are beautiful.
Because I am
so
beautiful.
you could identify.
Because I am beautiful. But, you know, we are attracted to things that are similar to ourselves.
Yes, well, the book was talking about this, yeah.
Exactly.
Because one of them thinks that she might be dating her brother.
Yeah.
So her partner who is also gorgeous. And this two-dimensional gorgeous bloke. But anyway.
Look, I just felt really like, I just thought, God, that really could be happening. And it would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I read you my favourite line about Bury St Edmunds? I promise, this is Jack's voice, I promise you on my life, said Jack, that I will never knowingly let you go to Bury St Edmunds. That's beautiful. There you go. Big up Bury.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what you'd be told on your deathbed, that I promise you this most important thing, you must never go to the
Never set foot in Bury St Edmunds. So much seed there. Also, the siblings all obviously met up, and it's all very touching. But they instantly just all adored each other.
Yeah.
And I find that's not really very realistic.
No, I watched a documentary once.
Siblings do love each other. You know, I love my siblings. I'm not slagging off my siblings here, obviously. But there was just a presumption that if you've got half brothers and sisters, you will immediately be like absolutely adore each other. Well, and I just thought that's a bit.
There's this documentary. I think I want to say
it's a bit saccharine. Cursed. It was a bit, you know, sentimental for the sake of
because people say saccharine sweet, don't they, to mean sweeter than actual sugar.
Yeah. I think what you're doing, which you often do, is you're picking a word out of my sentence and concentrating on that rather than actually listening to the whole sentence.
There's a documentary.
You say sentence. The word sentence. Interesting, isn't it? But yeah,
there's a documentary called My 25 Brothers and Me.
Say it then.
My 25 Brothers and Me.
Did you enjoy it? Are you glad you said it?
Yeah, I watched it and I enjoyed that documentary. But he is a guy slightly on. I want to say he is autistic,
okay,
or something in that region.
Yes,
and there was his mother had got her sperm from America.
I was going to say it was not her sperm. No. I don't know if you know about the birds and the bees of that cast.
Yeah. That's a really confusing thing to say to children, because birds and bees never mate.
No, they don't.
I mean, what on earth are we thinking?
I think the phrase is suggesting that birds mate with each other and also bees. Birds do it, bees do it. What's the next line? Birds do it, bees do it. I can't remember.
Centipedes do it. That's what it should be. Yeah. But no, I'm just saying that it is a very confusing message. And when we are talking about interspecies. We are talking interspecies, and we don't do interspecies.
No.
And anyway, I think they should think about the animal what they should do. We should think about the maybe the albatrosses, because like you said, they mate regularly. I mean, how often do you see birds mating?
Very regularly.
I mean,
49 partners in 7 weeks she had, Kirst.
Wow. Yeah. It's very rare to see.
It's a lot of seed.
That is a lot of seed.
For a 70-year-old.
But that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like, you know, you never see birds doing it. And we should think about things that you do see humping.
Oh, I see pigeons humping all the time.
Do you? Yes. But you don't often see a baby pigeon, do you?
No, you never see a baby pigeon.
I did have some baby pigeons.
They're in the nest, though, aren't they?
That's in my garden. I've seen them.
You have seen them?
Yeah.
What are you talking about then?
Yeah, but how often do you see a bee mate?
I don't know, mate.
I don't. like the phrase birds and bees.
Yeah, okay. Do you think it's doing birds and bees down because it's suggesting they're always at it?
I just think
flying bastards.
Well, I just think we need to sit. Like, I see my dog trying to hump my arm quite a lot.
Okay.
We should think
We
about
should say chihuahuas do it, poodles do it. Okay.
I don't know. I just think it's something we need to think about. But on this documentary, he struggled because they meet all the time now. These 25 brothers and sisters.
25 brothers and sisters.
I want to say there's 25. I mean, that's the third time I've said I want to say it.
You want to say a lot of things, whether they're true or not.
I know.
They meet up. Go on.
They meet up every few months or whatever, and like they've become this like really big family. And the dad comes, and you know they all get on really well. But because he is on some kind of spectrum, he can't communicate with them all very easily and finds it a bit hard.
Well, you would. 25 siblings? That's a class load.
I think it's like 25 siblings and me. I think it's something like that.
Wow.
But
that was the other thing in the book. In that they were way too touchy-feely. And brothers and sisters, even if you just found out, or almost, especially if you just found out.
I didn't
like
get
at one
that.
point,
What do you mean touchy-feely?
At one point, one of the sisters with the brother, they're all met up now, they're all friends. And she was like, I leant into him and I snuggled into his ear and whispered in, I adore you, or something like that. Your brother and sister. That's not what I mean. The idea of snuggling into my brother's ear, and literally some bile came up as I said that sentence. And I love him to bits, but he would agree with me that is just repugnant on any level. To have any no.
You don't want to ever have a sibling's breath on your ear.
No, you don't. No. You don't, Kirst. Well, should we wrap it up?
I don't think. Yeah, I mean we are going to end that review of the book on that.
Yeah, don't put your tongue in your sibling's ear. That was.
That's made me.
That's the underlying message from the book that I got.
Yeah, but I want to say I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay, I'm glad you did.
Did you?
I thought it was readable. No, I didn't. I liked it. I did. I liked it.
Every book.
And it is very well written.
By the very essence of itself is readable.
Well done, Kirst. Wise words. Wise, bewildering words, as always.
Every book is readable.
Yeah.
Every human.
Oh, she's still going. Every human is what?
I was going to say
readable.
Fun. I was going to say fun.
Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. Yay! That's what every listener is saying around the country.
Yay!
Can I just say?
Yes.
Can you like us? Follow us on Facebook. We're getting so many more listeners, mate.
We are, but if you've listened to this, hit like, because then we know that you're there. And it makes us feel warm inside, doesn't it?
Because I'm
warm
cold.
and tingly.
Yeah, because Rebecca Elliott is generally cold and dead inside.
Oh, I mean, wow. Well, wrap up warm is what I was going to ironically say now. Okay.
She's not at all. She's gorgeous and lovely. Look, you take care. Lots of love.
Love you. I don't know where I was going with that. It was a bit desperate.
I love you more.
Yeah, she does.
Like us.
Okay. So have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
You've entered the sanitized and disinfected twatmosphere of Don't Laugh But. Please thoroughly wash your hands and thoughts on the way out.